Hello and welcome to Mountain Maths. We're continuing the Maths Foundation GCSE practice paper for students taking their exams in 2025 and the mocks early 2025. So this is the second video, going from question 14. Oscar asked each teacher in his school what their favorite type of TV channel is. Here is his results: sport, movies or documentary, and the frequencies 8, 22 and 15. So let's add those up. That's 30, there's 45. Now we've got to draw an accurate pie chart for this, so we need to get that all to be something out of 360. So we're going to do fractions of amounts for each of those. So 8 over 45 times 360, so that'll be 64 degrees there. And then we had 22, so we'll have 176. And then we had 15. So it'll be a third. Then what you need to do is use your protractor. And if you're not sure how to use a protractor correctly, please watch the shorts and videos that I've done on that. Line it up with the cross at the center, and from 0, I'm going to read that first one to be 64, so about there. Use a ruler to draw it accurately. You must label this, so sport is there, and I put the degrees there, and that was worth 8. And then lining this up correctly, the cross on the center, reading from 0, need to get to 176, so nearly the whole way around, about there. Again, I'm just doing a freehand because I'm only using one hand, but should use a ruler. Mine's nearly a straight line, but that should be 176 degrees. Must label this section for movies, being 22, and this last section should be correct for documentaries, 15 and 120 degrees. But if you want to check that, again, practice using your protractor, and it's just off 120, but they normally give you a degree or two out, and that's a nice 3 marks there. Okay, question 15, problem question. 5 large jars of coffee have a total weight of 1,250. 2 jars of coffee and 7, so that's large jars of coffee and small jars of coffee have a total weight of 1,200 grams. Got to work out the total weight of 4 small jars of coffee. So let's first work out what a large one is worth. A large is worth 1,250 divided by 5. This is a calculator paper, so I can use my calculator. It's 250. So 2 of those will be 500, so I can take that off there. 1,200 minus 500 gives me 700, and that is the weight of 7 small jars. So 7 small jars is worth 700, so 1 small is 100, but they want the weight of all 4, so that'll be 400 grams. So quite a few steps needed to do for 3 marks. Okay, it's working out what 1 large one was worth, and then what 1 small one was worth, and multiplying up accordingly. Okay, this is coordinates. So m is minus 5, 3, and n is 7, minus 8. Got to work out the midpoints. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. So I'm going to add the 2 x's together. Minus 5 plus 7 divided by 2. 3 plus negative 8 divided by 2, and that will equal 2 over 2, which is 1, and this will be minus 5 over 2, which is minus 2.5. So you could do some of that on your calculator if you needed to, but the main thing is to make sure you substitute in the correct points. Doesn't matter which way around you add these, because it's just adding and then dividing by 2, but make sure you put your x values in there. Okay, let's move on to question 17. On the grid, draw the graph y equal to 2x plus 4 from minus 3 to 3. Draw yourselves a table of values, x and y, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Some people like to do this vertically, then it's easier to read the coordinates, but if you can make sure that you know that that pair will be a coordinate. Start with the easiest one, which is 0. So plug 0 into there, you're going to get 4. then I'm going to plot 0, 4. So 0 to 4 is there. And we can see that is the y-intercept. It's going to cut the graph there. Next easiest, plug 1 into there. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 4 is 6. So when x is 1, I go up to 6. And if you wanted to, you would see that this is going to go up in 2s because the gradient is 2. So like a sequence, you're going to add 2 each time. But just to be sure, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 4 is 8. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 10. So I know there I'm going to be there. And then you get your ruler. And again, with 2 hands and a ruler, draw a neat straight line like that for the full 3 marks. Okay, but a table of values and substitution is crucial. You don't need to do all the points by substitution. If you can see the gradient, I'm now going down by 2. So that'll be 2, that'll be 0, that'll be minus 2. But it has asked you to plot all those points, so do make sure that you are plotting them all. And I know my freehand hasn't quite drawn that accurately. Okay, I'm going to jump now to question 20, a 1-mark question. And it's about knowing the definition of the reciprocal. Find the value of the reciprocal of 2 over 9. What it means is 1 over 2 over 9, or just invert that, 9 over 2, which is 4.5. Because it asks for the value, leave it as 4.5. Right, 152 as a product of its prime factors. Lots of videos and shorts on this. Use a prime factor tree. Divide that by 2. It is a calculator question, so 152 divided by 2 is 76. Can circle that because it's prime. 76 divided by 2 is 38. Divided by 2 is 19. So now I know that 152 is 2 cubed times 19. If you want to check that, 2 cubed times 19, 152. And I can see that's in just prime factors in index form, or 2 times 2 times 2 times 19. But a factor tree really helps show what that is. Now find the highest common factor of 96 and 152. I like to use the table method, both divisible by 2. 48, and I know that's 76. Again, 2, 24 and 38. 2, 12 and 19. I stop there because that's prime. No other common factors. So the highest common factor will be 2 cubed. So it'll be 8. Okay, so that'll give us those marks there. Okay, and yeah, 2 times 2 times 2 times 19 and 8. Right, last couple of questions for this video before we stop, and you can join us for a future video to finish this paper or move on to paper 1 or paper 3 as you're doing your revision. Question 22, x is an integer such that 5x is greater than 38. Find the least value of x. I'm going to divide through by 5. X is, well, I know that 5 times 7 is 35, so 38 over 5. And I want it to be bigger than that, so I know that if I had 7, I would have 35. I'm going to stop there for today. Good luck with your maths. Thanks for watching.